Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sir Dinga and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. It's the day of the festival, so we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully we'll meet Sayori there. Should be good. I don't know exactly what's expected, but of all days I expected this one to be the one where I'm walking to school. I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Why is... No, music volume and everything's still the same as always. Why is there no music still? I got to school. Dinga, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. And they must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly I remember that what Sayori told me yesterday. Yeah, I forgot about the fact that she's got depression. She probably just... Yeah, shit, alright. Oops. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Dinga. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kinda left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her all about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone just yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry, I probably know a lot more than you think. That's... alright. Yeah, me and my character have the same response to that. It's a bit... that's a bit off. Monika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club a lot more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognise Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. That second line, and given the fact that the only person who talked to her before she confessed to love and depression was Monika, is... that's a little unnerving. Alright. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Dinga? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. I'll try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself! Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not that big of a deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school, it makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I didn't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Oh man, my heart. Nothing's gonna have happened, is it? Oh fuck. My heart's like beating 1,000,000 miles an hour. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up on her own house. That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh! Fuck! Alright. Shit. Oh, what the fuck? Hang on. Oh, that's not okay. What? What the fuck? An exception has occurred. File game/script. What? What the fuck? Hang on, isn't... Trace, I'm sorry, you can see my what's it called right now. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? No, that's not okay, man. Come on. I'm sorry, but an unquote exception occurred while running game code. File renp python blah blah blah. Restart top context. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. What the fuck? Delete. Hang on, there's a character file. Holy, what the hang on. So if you're not aware, there's a oh fucking hell. That's not okay. There's a character file in the what's it called? You might be able to hear thumping. I apologize to my roommates. There's a character file in the Steam archive, or the Steam root, whatever you want to call it. And it has a list of characters. There's Monica, Natsuki, and Yuri. For some reason, Sayori was here, and now she's fucking gone. And the what's it called? The TXT file is basically saying about deleting her, and she's been deleted from the fucking game files. Oh fuck, man. What am I supposed to do? It's just, what the hell? This guy, oh fucking, what the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was not exactly that. What could have changed? I took her route in the story, and I even told her I love her yesterday. What the fuck happened? Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her that I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I? Oh man, fucking... Oh, I'm shaking. How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. Oh, fucking hell, my face is like, you know, my face is genuinely like shaking. It's fucked. I mean, that was forced. That was just a demonstration, but my face is shaking. It's twitching. It's really weird. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never, 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 never. Holy fuck. That's it? Really? You're just gonna end on that bombshell? No, fucking... What? What the fuck? No, what? So... Hang on, her costume's made up of different sprites. Was she actually fucking deleted from the game? A new game is all fucked up, so... I can load game, but there were no choices. There wasn't anything I could have changed. I guess... How deep does the rabbit hole go? Oh... I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. And that girl is my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Wherever I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh, hi. Oh, hi Yuri. Oh, it's an ordinary school day like no any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Oh, fucking hell. What happened? This took a turn I wasn't expecting. I don't know how to respond to this. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on anime and games. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. So is she just fucking gone? Like no trace of her whatsoever. Oh fuck man, that's... Jesus. Is there any... that's the point. Has anything else been added that's gonna come up? Traceback still open, yeah I know. Oh fuck. After I pack up my things I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Dinga? Oh, hell, what the Monica, hi! Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So are we just starting the game over except Sayori's missing? And if that's the case... I don't know how to feel about that. That's... okay. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Ah, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? The literature can be anything. Reading, poetry, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Dinga, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would really make me happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Dinga, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Okay. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. That line... Okay, something's fucked with Monica. That's... If the previous events weren't evident enough, that'll do it. Hang on. I just thought... Can I... Oh, no. I can't load up the game. What the fuck? I'm digging it, but it's fucking with me, man. That's some interesting shit. Thank you, car that drove by and vibrated my entire room. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Oh, what the okay. That was fucking horrifying. Cut your shit, Monica, please. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Could you all fuck off? Kindly. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Dinga. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki. I didn't read all of that. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. No, Sayori's the vice president, you bitch. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Dinga in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Dinga? The girls have a few desks. It's incredibly hard to say Dinga in that voice. It feels awkward. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you really didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do it from voice for Natsuki. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Dinga, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. All this dialogue is the same as before. Has anything actually changed, other than like the random glitching and shit? Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid once since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way that her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Oh, ha 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 ha, ha ha, fuck you. And anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have experience writing too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for us all to participate in. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Dinga? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Dinga. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. You deleted one of the members. You would have been fine. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. I'm gonna quickly just alter that ever so slightly. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Dinga? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you'd really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Dinga, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Dinga, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright. You have unlocked a special poem, would you like to read it? Yes. Oh! Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how blank feels now. Oh, no, I didn't read that. Shit, I'm sorry. If you want to read that, just go back and pause it. I didn't realize I thought I'd have to click off like I usually do. There was a blood smear on that page though. That's a bit worrying. Okay. Hopeless. Shiny. Happiness. I'm gonna pick one peaceful. A tone. Let's see if I can find something that anime, hair, fireworks, alone. Let's see if I can figure something out. What would intellectual, vibrant, puppy, cheeks, giggle, flying, I guess. Is there one? I'm looking for something to do with shame? No. Disorientated. Charm. Cry. And mouse. Does that make a difference? Hi again, Dinga. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, hello, Yuri. Your face looks lovely. Don't do that. Please. Thank you. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dinga. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Natsuki! Hi! Did you just... Thank you for beaming down from the Starship Enterprise. How are you doing? Oh, come on. It's like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Can't read that shit, Monica. Could you just... Back the fuck up. I can't read if you're in the way of the dialogue box. I mean, I can make assumptions. Maybe he's good at history. Let's see. Can I can't go to history. Okay, I'll check it after I've seen this. The classroom is spinning. The classroom is spinning. Monica is front of the text box. The classroom is spinning. Yuri seems bigger than usual. Okay, hang the fuck on. They're slowly twisting and getting closer to the screen. Monica is just in front of the text box, like she's not part of the scene. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. That's what I think she's saying. Manga? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Yeah, I thought that. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Dinga. We'll make sure I put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Yeah, like possibly fixing the gravity in this fucking room. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Also, this music slowly speeds up and then just suddenly slows down. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, okay? I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Oh, are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. You reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is a girl being accidentally being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. And enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Okay, the room's back to normal, good. That was... yeah. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mona to kick off with some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica, well... language. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. Oh, freaking Monica is what she actually said, but the text fucked up. Okay. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kinda written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? Ah, I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. Too real, man. Too real. I get a closer look at the box that she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Dinga. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book. She was trying to say something else. Can I... Consider this lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Is what she was supposed to say. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right in my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire, striking animated feminine poses. Just like this game. Which she's telling me not to judge a book by its cover, now I see why. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signalling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this? Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I'm not, I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can just talk all the same. I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. She looks like a fucking 12-year-old in that picture. Why is she in a dating simulator? Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Oh, she doesn't have any friends. Oh. Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get any of my friends to... Oh, she does have friends. She just doesn't have friends to read it. Like I could get my friends to read this. They think manga is just for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Oh. She has an abusive dad? Is that... Because it seems to be the case that every girl in this has some sort of problem. Hers seems to be an abusive family. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Is what she was supposed to say. Okay. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win ya, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah, I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she's started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki! Yeah? Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Boy. Cool your shit. Alright? You cool it. You better fucking cool it. Why is only the pianos distorted? I think that's what's distorted. Anyways, yeah, you got a bit of everything on your face. Could you not do that? Let me just read. Oh wow, she actually said fucking gibberish. Okay. Oh jeez, Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give me oomph. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Dinga. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. I need to start eating protein bars. Fuck that shit. Whew. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, I feel like that's a better voice for her. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. That's the point. Then what's the point of sharing this in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem. If yours was really bad, you were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well it's not that great, but let me, excuse me, but let me show you what real literature looks like, and you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that you like my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. I can't remember if Cheetahs Can Run was in this. I think it was, yeah. Yeah, this seems to be the same. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all like sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! Like, I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more when this than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Right, Yuri then. Let's... Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Yeah, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so that's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her... Hang on, I don't remember her raising her voice in the past. I remember her just being really clumsy. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their writing style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club give you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? This all seems to be the same. Yeah, seems to be the same. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dinga. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their world. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy you think of that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, Monica. Let's see what this creepy bitch has to go on. Hi, Dinga. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, do you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Dinga. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Dinga. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. Oh. Fuck. Alright. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just try to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? That was a really fucking backhanded comment. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hang on, I think this is actually a new poem. Hole in wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance around at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see colour. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there, swallowing my fear as I brandished my pen. Right, so Monica is trying to contact us directly. So, what do you think? That's fucking weird, man. Does that carry on from her poem for the first like, act or whatever it's called before Sayori died and everything went to shit? Because if so, I'd like to read that entire thing. I think that'd be quite cool. It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I've had kind of some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice. I've just realised, in this soundtrack, like, instruments play during each of their poems. Like, for example, Natsuki's just kind of childish things like triangles and xylophones, you know, like high-pitched, it's like, yay! Yuri's is like string instruments and more sophisticated instruments. And Monica is represented by piano, maybe? I don't know, that leaves all the other stuff that represents Sayori. Which makes me wonder why the more sophisticated instruments of this are fucking up. I think the kind of goofy instruments are Sayori, or what should be her. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. So you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Well, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Dinga did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all... Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I'm just... Hang on, there's a new file. This was created ages ago. Apparently. There's a little... It was called Can You Hear Me? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. I only just realised that was there. That's fucked, man. So weird. Fucking hell. Alright. Apparently that was created about 25 minutes ago. And I didn't realise. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless I find something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Dinga liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Dinga appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Dinga started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. What the fuck? Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. This is fucked. What is fucking happening? See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Dinga hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Dinga. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. What the fuck? That all skipped itself and I can't go back. I can't pick anyone. I can't pick anyone. Hello? How are you today? Fuck off, please. Hey, Dinga. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? So Yuri cuts herself, Natsuki has an abusive dad, and Sayori was depressed. So what's wrong with her? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ahaha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, you know? But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out the classroom. Holy shit, what did Yuri say? Or do? She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk, with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Dinga, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. That's not a... that's a bit, okay. Have fun, Monica. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president. I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It's kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Dinga. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... Alright. Well, I'm going to save here. I'd like to thank you all for watching. My name has been Sir Dinga. Leave a like if you're enjoying this series. Not quite sure what to make of all this. I think because of the fact that I chose Natsuki to spend the weekend with last time, I'm going to stick with Natsuki for the poems. I don't know what difference that's going to make, because obviously things are fucked up right now anyways. There's no new things. Yeah, so leave a like if you're enjoying the series, subscribe to become a true sir, and keep to date with everything that I post. Good day, and I'll see you next time.